Hi guys, this is Lisa Noto and I am here with some cooking show training. Today's video is all about when do you arrive at a cooking show and what time do you actually start the presentation. Now, I'm going to give you my take on this, but of course, if what you're doing is working, always follow your plan because if it's not broken, don't fix it. So I always suggest to my hosts that they use a time of 7:02 p.m. or 6:58, and because I give them a weird time for their invitations, it calls attention to it, and the guests are usually puzzled, and it prompts them to contact the host and say, "What's up with that weird time?" And so, if the show's in the afternoon, I will do 1:02 p.m. or 2:02 p.m. I just put a weird time. And in an afternoon weekend show scenario, I never go later than 2 p.m. because if the party starts late, it's going to run into people's dinner hour. And I have found that over my 21 years worth of experience, you definitely want to make people feel like they can get in and out and get home and tend to their own family. Or, if they have dinner plans at a restaurant that night, that they won't be late. So I recommend not using a time any later than 2 p.m. on a weekend afternoon show. Okay, so the next step is when do you arrive at the show? So let's say it's an evening show at 7:02 p.m. I will arrive at about 6:40 p.m. or 6:45 p.m. and I will always ask my host, may I park in your driveway? And that's kind of, just a polite way to say, don't make me walk down the street with my bags. Could I please have a spot close to the front door? Most people won't even think of it. And you know what? When they come outside and say, do you need help? You say, of course I do. That would be lovely. Thank you so much. Don't ever shoo people away and say, oh no, it's okay, I got it. Because that would be like if you pulled up with all your groceries and your spouse or your children were in the house and they yelled out, hey, do you need help? And you say, no, I got it. We would never do that. Matter of fact, my mother, when I was growing up, she used to honk the horn until me, my brother and sister would come running out to grab the bags. So you pull up at the house, 6:40 or 6:45, based on a 7 o'clock show start. And then, because the demonstration will not start for a good 25 to 30 minutes after, you've now given yourself over 40 minutes setup time. So think about this. You arrive at a party, the invitation said 7:02, you think everything's gonna start on time. Absolutely not. Guests will straggle in a little bit late, and I like to call the way I approach my start time as the movie theater rule. If you go to the movies and the movie was at 7:10, you kind of know you have a good 25 minutes to grab your popcorn, use the restroom, turn off your cell phone, and get comfortable in your seats. Well, a cooking show is like the movie theater. The invite time was 7:02 or 7 p.m., and so you're going to have at least 25 minutes or maybe 30 minutes of people being able to walk in a few minutes late, take their coat off, say their hellos, and so forth. So when I set up my party products, I will say to the host, just so you know, by 7:25 or 7:30 at the very latest, I'm going to start my demo. And that's so we honor those who are on time rather than hold them up for the people that had the best of intentions on getting here, but somewhere along the line got held up. Now, the reason why I stand true to this is because my time is my time. And I'm not going to allow someone to say to me, oh, can you wait 15 more minutes because my mother had to stop at the deli, or, she's getting gas, or, my friend is on her way. Could we just wait for her? I fell victim to that many, many years. But what winds up happening is you really don't know how far away that person is from getting there. And when you make the people that came on time wait for the people that haven't been on time, that's sending a bad message. Because in that audience, you're going to have someone who hasn't seen their children yet because they came straight from work. You may have someone in the audience that hasn't seen their spouse or significant other all day and would like to get home to them. You may have someone in your audience that is exhausted after working all day. They just want to get in, get out, and get home. You may have somebody paying for a babysitter. And so the babysitter is hoping they're going to be home by 9. Well, now if you're not starting the demonstration until 8:15, they're going to be late to the babysitter. You may have someone that said, I promise I'll get home in time to tuck you into bed and read you a story. We do not want to hold up the people that made a point of getting there relatively on time for the latecomers. So the other thing is you want to get out on time. You want to get back to your home, your family, and the things that are important to you. So treat your business like a business, be polite, be professional, let your host know to expect that no matter what, by 7:25 or 7:30, regardless of who's here, we'll be starting the presentation, and that's to keep the ball rolling and keep everybody on track. And they do not mess with you when you say it like that because you're in control. Then I will recommend that if you're a new consultant, demonstrate 2 recipes and do the same recipes every single cooking show until you become confident. This will be another training video, but the recipes that you choose will be ones that you absolutely love and are confident doing, and they should always require a power tool, a piece of cookware, a high-end piece of stoneware, the Rock Crock collection. You know, the old joke is, if you know me, please don't go to a show and demonstrate a $20 brownie pan or $25 brownie pan, because they're going to buy what they see, and they don't need any help finding items $25 or less. They'll find those on their own. So with that being said, you have a 45-minute demo, a 30-minute demo, whatever you're comfortable doing. The host will serve the samples. You can clean up your products real quick. I never go home with dirty products. I usually clean them up myself fast, or if a guest offers to help, I let them wash them. I pack up my products in my bags. I take my orders, and I say my thank yous and my good nights. And usually by 9:30, I'm out and I'm on my way home. So keep yourself regimented. Practice the setup at home. Practice the cooking show out loud. Again, that'll be another video, but it's just like getting a part in your high school play. You want to figure out what you're going to say, then you're going to want to practice it, and you're going to want note cards or cheat sheets for when you go to your cooking shows, because we don't have to memorize everything, but we do want to keep ourselves on track with index cards and notes, and we definitely want to practice at home out loud before we actually go do it in front of an audience. And the reason for that, and my last thought for this video, is if we are feeling uncertain and uncomfortable at a show because we didn't practice, we're going to transfer that discomfort onto our guests, and they're going to pretty much think, did this person put any time and effort into figuring this out before she or he got here tonight? So be prepared. Practice gives us confidence. Confidence gives us the ability to go forward and succeed. I hope this helps. Thanks.